Coach, the team is now 10 games into the season, coming off a homestand where you were 2-1, most recently an 18-point win over Wagner. How's the team feeling at this point?
I think the team is really focused on the things we need to get better at. I think that they've enjoyed celebrating some of the successes and things that we're doing well, but we have a long way to go, and I think that each day we're prepping in practice the things that we can do better, and so there's a huge defensive focus going into St. John's. They're just a phenomenal team in the way that they can push the ball in transition and the way that they can attack at the rim, and so the things that we haven't been so good at the past couple games are things that could be exposed really easily. So I think they're enjoying the successes, but also know where we really have to improve. So very, very excited to get to practice today.
Have 3 games left until the holiday break. What are a few things you'd like to see the team improve on before you get that lengthy time off?
That's a great question, Steve. I was really happy coming off of Wagner's game in terms of having some versatility in our scoring threats. I think that predominantly you've seen, when you've seen us play, we've had some real success from 1 or 2 players from an offensive perspective each game, and I think that we can be a lot more aggressive from a versatility standpoint of scoring. And so I think having our post players be in the action and be able to score at the rim opens up some opportunities for our perimeter. I think the type of offense we run is really equal opportunity, and I think starting to really realize and recognize some of those things. We definitely want to get better from a rebounding standpoint. It's an effort thing for us, and for us it's really technical in the way that we meet and greet with forearm and we box out. We're all on the same page with that, and like I keep stressing with you, from a defensive standpoint, I think we're a much better team than we've showed in the amount of points that we've given up and the way that we've guarded. I think we can be much more intense.
St. John's will be the 3rd team this season that the Bulldogs have faced that is currently receiving votes in the AP poll. What poses the challenge specifically from the Red Storm?
Again, it's just, I think they're very well coached. I love what Joe has done with his group. They're extremely talented in terms of athleticism and the way that they get up and down the floor, attack at the rim. They've got a lot of pieces in the puzzle. They have 2 phenomenal wings that have been scoring a ton of points for them lately, but really the kind of similar to us. They've got pieces inside that you have to recognize and you can't forget about, because they can score as well. So we've got a tough challenge ahead of us, I think, in terms of their style of play. Unless we take care of some of these issues we've been having from a defensive standpoint, it could be a challenging night for us. But I think, again, our players are really excited for the opportunity to play a quality ball club and this caliber of team. For us, we always talk about respecting all of our opponents and fearing none. So we're not getting ready for a game on Sunday any differently than we are for a game on Wednesday away on the road. For us, there's some programmatic things we need to change, and then to prepare for St. John's, you really got to be ready for a high-intensity, high-octane game. You got to put your running shoes on and be ready to go, and that's what our players will be ready for when we get on the bus tomorrow morning.